Biggest things I see with clients across the board, there's two things that I find that they really need to work on. It's rider positioning and head control, keeping their head up, and the other one is throttle control. So I'm going to talk about those two things that I see most that my clients really work with, come to struggle, whether they're a new rider or a rider that's come along the board through different chassis and models over the years. Those coming from older carbureted sleds really have what I call jockey throttle, and it's where they're bap, 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 bap with the throttle. And they're literally starting from the throttle right here at full close, and they're just giving it throttle like this. And with a new rider, it's just learning those mind muscle, those fine motor skills from mind to thumb of a smooth throttle. The first thing we teach is the clutch engagement point. The clutch engagement point is very, very much across the board misunderstood to the fact that it's the point that your track and your drive line starts to turn, but learning to hold it from that point and move forward from that point takes a lot of disciplined and repetitive training and skills that we do here at Backcountry Basics. When we work with a throttle, we have a lot of play in the throttle at first. That's just your loose throttle, and you hear the engine idle in RPMs. And then you give a little throttle and you hear the RPMs come up. And then you give a little more, and as the RPMs come up more, you feel the drive line, the motor starts to build energy to the clutches in the drive line and starts to tighten the track under you. You can actually feel the sled lifting up underneath you at the point of clutch engagement. The problem that we have when we're teaching people is they find that point, no problem, but working from that point is where the discipline and the training really come into play. If you'll notice my thumb movement, it's very gradual pressure and increase the throttle into smooth throttle. You just increase it smoothly. Depending, you know, you can go smooth and fast all the way to full throttle, but it's smooth. What you don't want to do is let it out. Say this is my clutch engagement point, this amount of throttle here, or this amount of input, and what you don't want to do is let it out and then hit it. And this is what I see common with students, is they'll have it here, they'll let it out that much and then give it throttle. And what that does is what I call blowing out the track. By blowing out the track is unpredictable and very, what I call loose energy that's going through the drive line, and it gets displaced all these different areas, but doesn't give you direct results of what you're asking of your sled.